Jordan Bianchi, the Athletic. We'll start with this. How many beers so far?
That's the first one. Some fan handed me 2 on the way in here, and so I was like, damn, all right. Perfect brand, too.
2 other questions. One, when you look back at the history of JRM, you've 100 wins now. What is the one win that really stands out to you?
Man, the wins aren't they don't stand out like that. I mean, obviously they all have little reasons why they're fun or neat, and of course, winning as a crew chief was a pretty cool experience, one I never thought I'd have, and winning at Daytona is always special. It's fun when we're all there together, so Kelly and LW can celebrate. It's tough because they have other responsibilities that at times are prioritized, and I do too. Like next weekend, I got a family thing, and they got a son they're taking all over across the country to race and try to grow him up, and so there's times when we can't all be there, and but there's some some good moments. The fun moments that you remember are like the funny shit that happens at a Christmas party, or something great that happens to an employee, a milestone for an employee, something great in their life. The wins all kind of blur together, but it's kind of, there's some other things, I guess. I don't know that we don't expect to win, but it's the unexpected things that happen are the ones that stick in your memory, and some of that stuff's always mostly off the racetrack stuff. And so, like getting a call from Navy and them saying, hey, do you want to start a race team? Buying that first car. That was a DEI car that Paul Menard had raced somewhere, and we took it to Homestead, and Mark McFarland drove it, and he wouldn't run up against the wall in a straightaway, and I cussed at him the whole race, and we run 18th or 20th, and probably as good as we were going to run. I remember all the times trying to dig and get our car to run in the top 10 and calling up Brad Keselowski. And Brad, when I called Brad, I'm calling Brad thinking he just drove that car at Memphis, that truck. Y'all remember that? Almost won the race, got spun out. And I'm thinking everybody in the world's calling Brad. And I called him thinking, I bet somebody bigger or better has already called him to ask him to drive for him. And I remember calling him thinking, man, I hope he'll say yes. And he, of course he did, and he helped us keep our cars in one piece so we could build them better and get them where they run good enough for him so he could get us to victory lane. And, I remember all that stuff more than specific wins. But I do appreciate some of the rare ones, like driving my own car at Richmond. Anytime, like McMurray got in our car once at Atlanta. Funny story, I left the track that morning. I was going to the car show at Charlotte Motor Speedway because I had my eye on the 67 Camaro I wanted to buy that was there, that I'd seen the day before, and I made my mind up I was going to go buy it. And I left the track, and he wins the race, and I could see him on TV mouthing to Tony Sr., "Where's Dale Jr.?" when he got out of the car. And I was like, holy shit, I feel terrible, I'm not there. But I bought the Camaro. Those are the things that I remember. And it's been a fun road. Hopefully we'll have some more memories. I know we're right in the middle of what I think we can do as a company, so we got many more things to accomplish.